Good morning, everybody. If you can see her. Hello, Lola. She is in Marshall's seat. Excuse the phone while I just try and sort myself out. So, bear with me. We are. You going to stick on? No. It's all going one of those mornings again. We are on. What day is it? Friday. I don't know where the week's gone at all. It's flown by. So what have we got today? We have farrier day. So Toby's over there going to do that. I've got 2 lessons to do and then get over there to meet Toby. Then I'll have to come back here to sort out the horses over here because Matt will probably still be down the fields. Then I'll have to go back over there to go and ride Missy. So it's going to be one of those mornings of me running around like a headless chicken. Nothing changes really, does it? At least I'm going to the right yard first this morning. Everywhere's looking so wet and muddy now. It's just, ugh. Come on, spring, come on. You can do it. So anyway, we were supposed to have viewings on Saturday. Need to chase up one person. The other person that I chased up has gone and bought a horse. Just didn't bother to let me know, so that's great. You know, just give us a little bit of warning, or at least just say, look, there's a possibility that I'm having one, so then I can push to try and, you know, get our horses viewings instead of leaving it till a Friday when everybody's booked up places to go. Anyway, it's just frustrating. I'm just tired this week and it just really annoyed me. There we go. Didn't have a moan, just went. But here we go. I'm here. Everything just looks messy and muddy because they're working on the other side of the yard. Anyway, let's hope the horses enjoy their lessons. That's it. Little bit deeper. And now send him forward. Good boy. That's it. That's nice. Push from the seat. I really feel as if you're just pushing him along there. Good lad. That's so much better. That's really nice, Jane. Go round past the gate. And then sit up tall, bring him back into trot, head down, hold that trot together. Hold it together, go round the corner. Lovely, that's so smart. Look at the state of you. How does that happen when you wear a neck rug as well? Look at that. Yeah, I know. Stuck. It's stuck. Not coming out, darling. I'm going to cut it off. Yeah. And chop your head off. Oh, that's what you think of that, isn't it? Good girl. Careful. Oh, you shouldn't have rolled in all that mud, should you? Come here. Oh my god. Should we try and get this out? There you go. There you go. Are you enjoying that? I'm not too sure, are we? No. You've been friendly now. Yeah? You're not all bad, are you? Not all bad. Not all bad. You gonna have a ride? Please be nice.
Please be
nice.
That's yours. See?
Oh, right. Yeah. Right, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, Yeah, I know. Well, there's still bits of mud. Oh. Yeah. Harmless like me. Where's your bridle? No, we don't. Chick, come back in. Go on. Nice that you're enthusiastic, not too much, okay? You'll plod down like a donkey. Yeah? I'm plodding like a donkey. Open up chops. Open. What? Yep. Yeah. That's fine. Come on. Check. First ride back since before Christmas. Hopefully this goes well. It'll be fine, won't you, Chick? Come on. Remember how much you love me? Do you remember how much you love me? Yeah. Come on. Come on. Hi. Come on. So yes, it must be at least, oh gosh, it's probably between 4 and 6 weeks since I last rode her. And yeah, do you know what? It's nice that she just comes out, lets me straight on without any issues or dramas. And she feels relaxed. I mean, very relaxed actually. I mean, you know, she's feeling a little bit like, oh, really? Well, are we doing some work today? But not in a sour way or anything like that. You know, she's just, like kind of kicking and pushing her along. I think she's always going to be a little bit of this type of horse now, where you kind of, you know, you really have to wind her up into it a little bit. She's just having a little look around. So I'm just kind of like, come on, come on, come on, come on. And then once we get going, she just drops her little head down. And seriously, the trot feels amazing. Absolutely amazing. I mean, you see my face. I'm so happy. So, so happy. There's nothing better than, you know, having worked so hard on a horse and then them having some time off. And then you get back on them and you get this. Do you know what I mean? It could have so gone the other way. But there's no reason why it should anymore. She's not the horse that came to us, you know, all those months ago. She's not at all. She's such a different horse now. She really likes people. She, you know, really kind of is getting a connection with us. She's always going to be a mare, always. But, you know, her paces are lovely. So yeah, the spurs will go back on because she is hard work and she does prefer it when I have a little pair of spurs on rather than to keep kicking her all the time. But the main thing for today was just to get on her and, you know, have her relaxed, to be able to just get on her and take her out and, you know, have a little trot round and just see how she does come back into work after, you know, fairly long break. You know, it's long enough that she's had. And she still feels very much, you know, a baby, a young horse to produce. And like just going into canter there, she backs off a little bit, you know, so I've got to kind of wind her up into it. But again, once I get her going, she actually comes into herself a little bit more. But like I say, she hasn't done anything in weeks and weeks. And I've just asked her to come into the school and walk, trot and canter. I'm so pleased. I mean, that's all we needed from her. It really is. And, you know, just to see how she was feeling. She's moving lovely. She feels confident in herself now as well. She's come on so much, so excited for her future. Wild one. Good girl. Who's a clever girl? Hey? Who's a clever girl? Oh, that went better than I could have expected. Just put my irons up. To be perfectly honest, what do you think, sweetie? I was kind of thinking we might have a few fireworks. Nothing bad. Well done. We've had a month off, yeah, and I couldn't ask for better than that, actually. Yeah, lazy, but who isn't lazy when they first go back to work? Hmm? Yeah, it takes a little while to get into it, doesn't it? So, get her back in the swing of things. Her back out hacking. Come on, darling. I'd like to do an arena high with her. If anyone wants her nice, she is nice. I mean, come on, you know, she's a bit backward there, but she's a young horse. She's only like a 4-year-old now, really. I think 6 now. I love her. I'm really excited. I think she'll be cracking with the right person. She could do anything. So yeah, it's all about the mares today. All about the mares. Belle's on the walker. Good girl, Belle. Hey, sweetie. And next week, I'm going to do Tabby now. Come on, sweetie. Here's a good girl. And then we'll go over and do Missy. Yeah. You happy face. Do you want Polo? Yeah. Hang on. Polo. Then we'll get your rug and you go out. Well done. Hey. Where are you going? You always have to steal, don't you? Come on. We'll teach you bad manners. What? She's a good girl. No, that's short. No, that's disgusting. Come on. Good girl. Stop being grumpy. She's lovely. Lovely little.
Raggy everywhere.
Go on, girls. That's it, Belle. You have a chat with her and learn how good you've got to be next week. Well, what are we going to say about you? I don't really know. So, Tabby. Yeah, this is the lovely Tabby. And she is actually really lovely. She's one of the sweetest horses on the ground. Marshall adores her. He takes her out to the field. He's always in her stable fussing her. She's just an absolute little sweetheart with him. And the riding was actually going really well. Matt was riding her a lot. And she's never been one that's kind of gone really forward for you. She's always a little bit backward thinking. And we always thought that, you know, she was just a little bit of a donkey, really, in the nicest possible ways, you know. Nice, safe Tabby, and she is safe. But since we had the snow and the frost and bringing her back into work, she's just been a little bit grouchy. Nowhere else apart from in the school under saddle. And she, I think, basically has just kind of gone, no, not really sure I want to kind of come back into work now here. Now, what I'm kind of getting the impression of with her, and I could be wrong, is going to kind of go either way a little bit as I carry on with her. But a lot of the time, you'll usually find that they've kind of had some of these kind of little traits when they've been in racing. So she obviously retired at quite a young age. And quite often when your horses, you know, that come out of racing have retired at a young age like that, it's because they don't want to do the job. So sometimes they're a little bit sour when they then come out of racing and start their retraining, because they don't want to particularly work. And everything you do with them, they kind of see as work. And so we've got to kind of convince them that actually it's something they enjoy. So I've managed to get her to drop ahead ever so slightly. You'll just see little snippets of it. Now that's where we've been struggling with her. And I think the more I started to try and ask of her when she, you know, after she'd had the week really of us not really doing an awful lot, it was probably nearly 2 weeks, wasn't it? We would stop with the snow and the ice and stuff. And we were like, look, she's been as safe as houses. She's been absolutely lovely. She needs to come on and just, you know, start giving us that little bit more now, because she's just still a bit uptight there. And since then, she was just like, nope, not going to do it, And she is stubborn with it. Probably one of the most stubborn. She's definitely up there in the top 10, maybe the top 5. I mean, usually you'll have seen from a lot of our videos, you know, we can usually get them to kind of drop and swing away quite quickly. But between the two of us, we have been, you know, finding her a little bit tricky with this. And the more I kind of ask her to do it, the more then she kind of cramps up a little bit the next time she comes back into the school again. So I've kind of been going into a no-win situation. And we could probably just go out for a hack. But we're kind of at that, I guess, a little bit of a stalemate at the moment where, you know, one of us is kind of going to give in a little bit. And you'll see there, we've just come back to walk, and she's like, no, I don't want to walk around the corner. Don't want to walk. I will walk around the corner like a crab. So everything I ask, it's just evading me. And then you'll see she'll drop. So I keep getting these tiny little moments where I'm like, this is what I need to be aiming for. And like I say, she was so relaxed and so big dope on a rope before. Nothing's changed. You know, she hasn't been overfed. She's been in the same routine as much as we possibly have with the rain, you know, the snow and the ice. I think it's just that we upped the work a little bit. And she was like, no, don't actually think I want to do this. Which, okay, she might actually not kind of at the moment want to do this, but we've still got to find her a nice home. And, you know, so she's got to let us in a little bit, because to be fair, riding as she is there, that is so not doing her any favours. You know, she will end up a horse with kissing spine. She will end up a horse that goes sour, because actually the more she carries herself like that, the more uncomfortable she's going to get, the more she's going to go, no, I don't want to. And I actually really do believe that we have the sweetest little riding course here. We've just now got to kind of get that little stage a little bit further along. But she's hard work. She is seriously hard work, mentally and physically. You know, she wears me down, and she literally will not turn a hair. Won't turn a hair on her at all. She does not get upset about it whatsoever in that way. She's just like, no, just don't want to do it. You see, I'm absolutely exhausted. But give her a pat, and we've just got to hope that tomorrow she comes out a little bit more enthusiastic again. Oh, you've actually done some work today, haven't you? It made me work. Oh, right, I'm getting it all wrong here, aren't I? I'm trying to balance the phone before it falls off. I don't know what I'm doing. So, everything's gone a bit backwards today, as you kind of gathered. So yeah, going out the gate, met Toby, had to turn around, come back in. So we've done this yard first, which means that the girls are finished for lunch. So Matt is now coming with me over to the rehab yard so we can do Missy. He's coming in the Jeep though, taking the Land Rover so that he can go and pick fuel up. I'm heading over to to go bond with her, to, you know, have a little bit of bonding time while he goes and sorts himself out, gets everything ready he needs here to come over. So yeah, that's the plan. Hello Lola, we've got Lola sitting. Can you see Lola? Good girl. So we've had, so far, we had Chick. I love her. I'm so pleased with her. I'm so proud of her as well. You know, it's quite good. I know they're here with us for a long time, some of them, but do you know what? I think it's done her the world of good. She's had a month off, and it could go either way. She's come back in. You know, she's still been in and out of the stable. We've still been bringing her in and feeding her and stuff, but hasn't done anything else. And she was perfect, just straight back on her. You know, yeah, she's a bit, but that's just Chick. You know, she needs a bit of enthusiasm. Once you get going, she's great. And again, in time, when she's in full work, you could feed her up, so she's got a bit more energy. But at the moment, you don't need that. Like, you don't need it. Not in a nice young horse like that. So Tabby, who's just I've been pulling my hair out with, to be perfectly honest, because I don't know. She obviously decided coming back into work was not happening. And sometimes they can be like it. So, like I say, it's interesting to see what and why. So really proud of the two girls today. So it's an all-girl day today, and now I'm just coming up to the gateway to go out to the drive. So let's hope, because some of you hopefully have already seen the video of Missy. If you haven't, it's worth a watch, and fingers crossed this one will be okay as well, hopefully. She was so good yesterday, and there'll have been a lot more comings and goings today because horses will have been out a bit more. We've been doing her quite early, but you know what, I think she'll be fine. Let's hope. Yeah, I need all the girls to be good. Let's make it a treble. So I've just pulled up oh shit, don't know why I'm putting the horn on. Just pulled up at the rehab yard, and this is what I oh, bless them. Girls having fun. Come in, started on doing a rug, and he always has to poo. Yeah, I know. So I come in, said hello to her straight away, good as gold. Started to do a rug, realised she hadn't gone out to get a mask, went to come back in, and she's just like, no, arse in my face. Turning away, doesn't want me to do anything with her. So luckily the rug was undone, but not off, so I managed to grab hold of the rug, swing round with her a few times. Hello, I'm going to come back. I finished undoing it and whip it off, but you know, it's that initial attitude again. She's so defensive towards us. Yeah, hi, you big ginger thing. Look at the state of the mud all over. But like I say, you know, we're a bit muddy. I'm not training the mud, I'm training the horse. She could look absolutely spotless. You know, mane and tail all bushed out. Spend all that time doing that, but actually not get the work done. So I'll just put a rug over there. So what we want to do, don't you having another poo, aren't you? Just shows the anxiety there. Yeah. So I'm going to go and get your tack, okay? Don't do it. Don't do it. Just like, invade my space. Don't my space. No, I'm going to be grumpy. Not quite sure how to react. I'm going to be grumpy. I don't want you to be grumpy. I want you to be nice. Yeah? I want you to be nice. Come back. You need to put your head back in. Missy, come on. Back. When you think about it, I can tell that you're thinking about it. You have a little head shake. A little head nod. Okay? You've already had the moment. It's past now. It's past, isn't it? Okay. Okay. so wish I'd had a video the first day. Hanging. We were hanging off your nose, weren't we, as you threw me around the stable. You care about, won't you? Yeah? Won't you? Yeah? What? Wait. Better? Yeah? Okay. Oh my god. Please. Please. Alright. Who are you looking at? Come on then. Hello? You alright? Good girl. Come on. Spring's definitely coming. We're growing grass in here again. No, no, no. I know it's nice for you to come and say hello, but no. Go on. I'll do a little tangle. Yeah, walk on. I'll get on you in a minute. Well done. Good girl. Nice and steady. Nice and steady. Well done. Good girl. Right, so mare number 3 for today, and we have the lovely Missy. So I brought her down again and just popped her on the lunge a little bit, and you can see, you know, I'm not actually lunging her to get any freshness out of her or do anything like that. I just wanted to just see how she reacted when I brought her down here. And yeah, I'm really happy. You know, she seems still calm. She's dropping her head down a little bit more. You can see there, just the whole walk and a whole body is just a lot more relaxed than it has been. Every day so far, we just seem to be getting a little bit better and better. I mean, she's still a huge unit of a horse. You know, she is a beast of a thing. But what I'm trying to do is just, you know, keep increasing what we do workload with her, keep her mentally in a great position. She was just having a little nose at herself slightly in the mirror there. She's like, oh, hello. Well, yes, quite likes to look at that. And I'll give it her, she's been absolutely brilliant to get on every time. You know, she stands patiently at the mounting block, and a lot of them who are pumped full of anxiety and things like that, you know, it's a get on and go. And she does always walk off once I've got my bum in the saddle, and I'm not going to stop her for that, not at the moment. Because, you know, I don't want to, and it's not bad, you can see, you know, but she does go. Because, you know, I still need to have her on side, so we just keep little things that she's obviously happy doing that. If I start going, no, you are going to stand still and do this for me now, she'll fall out with me. So it's quite interesting to see as I just start asking for the head to come down a little bit more. There's a lot more where there she's like, well, have it. If you want the head down, that's where I'm going. And she's completely going downhill for me. Now, she's a big, strong mare, and because I'm just sat there lightly and my hands are soft and everything's soft, as soon as she launches down, she takes me with her. See, she's pulling me out the saddle a little bit. Now, although I want her to stretch, what I've got to be careful is that it doesn't get into a habit of her kind of snatching away from me. So there comes a point where you've got to say, no, come on now. You can have a stretch, but that doesn't mean you're going to pull me over your head. So we've gone into trot, and you can see that real choppy stride that we've got there. She's looking like all her legs are tied together, and that's the anxiety there in her. She's still struggling to kind of let down a little bit, and it's a real hard one at the moment, because I want her to go forward, but I want her to drop ahead, but I don't want to go forward too much, because if we let her go forward too much, she could start running. And she is a big striding mare, and I think she does just find it all a little bit too much sometimes. Plus, she's still feeling incredibly well. So it's hard, and you can see we're kind of just having a few little moments of like, oh, let me at it. No, okay, well, this is what we're going to do. And at the same time, I'm trying to encourage that head down, because once she does, and once she relaxes, everything will relax, from the top of her head all the way through to the tail. Just had a little bit of tension there where she lost her footing. Again, none of this worries me, what we're seeing here, at all. And for a lot of people, they'd be going, oh gosh, look at it, it's moving so badly. There's something wrong with her. There's got to be something wrong with her. You can see there again, she's trying to snatch down a little bit. She wants to stretch. She's at that point now where she's feeling there's something different, but she's not quite sure what. So she's trying to get, every time she comes down a little bit, there's a little bit more comfort. There, you see it? She's like, oh gosh. But then what I've got to be careful is she'll kind of go forward a little bit too much. And I don't want that, because that's where she could scare herself, and we can end up getting in a bit of a situation as well. So it's so hard. At this point where we are with her, it's physically and mentally exhausting, and not just for her, but for me as well. It's a lot to take in. So we've done our little bit of trot work. It's gone well. We've had a few little stretchy moments. We've had a few little bits of head dropping. There's been little snippets of the fact that she's trying to figure it out, and there might be a little bit more movement. I can feel the power underneath her all the time. But what I like is then when we come back to a walk now, she just relaxes a little bit more. She's having a little look around. Head carriage is still a little bit higher than I'd like it. There we go. She's gone back to the stretching bit again. So, she is relaxing in between the bits that we're doing. As before, I changed the rein and I could feel the tension really come up again. And that's what happens sometimes. You get it relaxed on one rein, you change the rein, and then it's like, oh God, you feel like you're going back to square one again. So you'll have seen with a lot of our horses, I just keep trotting. We set off, we do our walk work, we do our trot work, we do our canter work, and then we're done. But with Missy, I need to have those little splits in between of that relaxing walk, because she's still not mentally in the right frame of mind for me to change the rein and keep trotting at the moment. I don't think we're too far off, but it's definitely not the right way to go at the minute. And you'll see there, she's still very choppy. It's kind of like we go right back. And I've got a nice contact on the reins, but enough that she can kind of pop her head down when she's ready, but not too much that she's going to take advantage. And you can see she's like a little nodding dog. I'm not too sure. I'm going to try. I'm not too sure. I'm going to try. And it's not an easy task when riding the horses when they're like this, because you don't know whether the head's going to suddenly go down. You don't know whether it's going to come up, smack you in the face, pull you over her, over her head. So I've constantly got to be aware of what's coming next. And as I said, I've constantly got to be aware of, you can see there's just a tiny bit, she's starting to move a little bit freer, ever so slightly, and the head's coming down. That's the point where she's kind of going, actually, that's not too bad. And she's held it for a little bit longer. There we go. Got somewhere. That's kind of where we want to start being. And again, just ever so slightly, she's just looking a little bit better. So all we've done again is just keep round the outside of the school. And once I'm happy, stop. There's no point in me pushing her too much, because it's all got to be done short and sweet and all on her terms as well. because if she thinks I'm pushing her too much, she's going to backtrack on me and she's going to start kind of getting in a strop with me. I don't want that. We've come really far with her, and I want to keep improving things. I really do. So yeah, quite happy to just stop and I'll let her have a little stand around and have a look. Just want to keep her chilled. We can't tire them out as such, so I've got to keep her mentally in the right frame of mind and walk her off back to the stables. Really happy. Another lot of progress. Time. Improves this little brain. Yeah. Hang on. Hang on. Come on then. All done. What have I got? Go on then. Come on. You on it? You're not sure on them, are you? You're going to spit it out, or have you got to? Yeah? Well done. They're nice. You're nice, aren't you? Yeah? What are you? Yeah. Like that. Like that. More don't you? Keep you eating. Yes, Cash, you do. Oh. No. Do you want another one? That's all you're getting though. Don't push it. It's happy face. Well, we survived. 3 girls, 3 stroppy girls, all ridden, all went nicely. Yeah, really pleased. But yeah, I'm chuffed to bits with them today. Kind of one of those days where it's a bit dull and miserable, but actually it's still and quiet and calm. And those are the days where it's always good to get on a tricky one and stuff like that. Chick, just brilliant, love her. She'll be better when I get the spurs on. She hurts my back when I have to kick. And first day back in, so look, I'd be moaning if she was fresh and off a nut. So no, it's great that she's just tootled along. And then yeah, Tabby coming on, hopefully finally getting to the bottom of her. Missy coming on, starting to trot. It'll be interesting for me to look back at the video today and compare from yesterday. There was moments where I felt like I could let the handbrake off, but I felt that she was going to struggle mentally. So we reined it back in a little bit, but she's going to be a big moving mare. Big moving mare. And it's going to surprise herself as well when she starts moving so freely and so well. So I've got to be ready for that, because she'll scare the life out of herself, to be perfectly honest, because she's probably never going to have moved like that before. So I've just got to be a bit cautious as to, take my time with her, get her confident at the steps she's already at before I allow her to move on to the next level. Because there's no point in rushing it now. I mean, we've come further than I thought we would already. So yeah, that's good. So yeah, I'm going to head home and get some lunch. Bye, everybody. Just got in. Knackered. Yeah, busy day. So we've done, what have we done? The 3 mares, and then the girls the girls hacked out. They hacked out Ed, Ed, Jess, Richie, and Ron. Was it Ron? No, Timon. Timon. Jess, Richie, and Timon. Yeah, there we go. I think we've been doing well. Plus having Toby here today, so the horses are shod. Gave a lesson to Jane on Whisper. Teeny was supposed to have one as well, but he managed to lose a shoe, so she didn't have time to do him. Oh, good. And then just had a phone call, actually, potentially 2 new ones to come in. So that means that we've got to really kind of get these homes going now. So, yeah, I need to get these videos uploaded for Missy today. And then, yeah, we need to find some homes. So look, anybody looking for new ones, come on. We've got quite a few now that are kind of nearly ready to go. Quite a few that are ready. They're real nice projects. Yeah, you'd be absolutely fine with them all. Real smart horses. So, and you know, they're easy. If they're going to come from us, they're going to be easy. You can pick them up, you can drop them. You know, you don't have to ride them every single day. As long as you manage them correctly, don't overfeed them, you know, just love them and give them what they need, you're going to have some really nice horses. So please do get in touch with whatever you want. We have everything from little 15 to pocket rocket up to like 17 hands that would hack or do anything, really, do a bit of everything. So yeah, we've got anything you want. And if you love mares, you want mares, please get in touch, because I've got them coming out my ears at the moment. So yeah, mares especially, please, any mare lovers, get in contact. Okay, right, I'm definitely gonna sign off now, get a few bits done, and I need lunch. I'm starving. Right, I'm trying to get an early night tonight, because I think it was nearly 1 o'clock when I went to bed last night. It's getting later and later, and I can't keep up with this. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to get in contact with some horses.